Long before the nation of Israel became a people, there was famine in the land of Canaan. Jacob, also called Israel, and his 12 sons were forced to journey to Egypt in search of food. Unbeknownst,
What began as a family of 70 souls grew into a vast population. They became strong, numerous, and prosperous. But generations passed, and a new pharaoh arose.
Through Joseph, Egypt prospered, and Jacob's family settled in the fertile land of Goshen. Over time, the descendants of Jacob multiplied greatly.
A new king arose over Egypt, who did not know Joseph nor care for his legacy. From his throne he looked upon the Israelites with suspicion and fear, their numbers growing, their strength increasing.
Look, the people of Israel are more numerous and mightier than we. If war breaks out, they may join our enemies and fight against us.
We must deal wisely with them. Driven by fear, Pharaoh devised a plan to weaken the Israelites. He appointed taskmasters over them.
Cries filled the air, yet the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied. Pharaoh's fear turned into cruelty.
They were forced into brutal labor, immersed in mud and sweat beneath the overseer's whip. They built store cities, Pithom and Ramesses, brick by backbreaking brick, and after the walls were raised, they...
But the midwives feared God and refused to obey the king's command. They let the boys live.
Why have you done this? Why are the sons still alive?
Hebrew women are not like the Egyptians, my lord. They are vigorous.
But every girl you shall let live. During this dark time, a Levite woman gave birth to a son. She saw he was beautiful and hid him for 3 months.
She could hide him no longer. She placed him in a basket of reeds, coated with tar, and set it among the reeds by the Nile.
From the cover of the reeds, Miriam watched in silence. The morning sun washed the river in gold as Pharaoh's daughter stepped into the water to bathe. She paused, eyes catching.
When she opened it, the baby cried. Her heart was moved with compassion. "This is one of the Hebrew children," she said.
Shall I call a Hebrew nurse to care for him?
Yes, do that. Miriam brought the child's own mother. The mother was paid to nurse her own son. When he grew older, she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter. She adopted him and named him Moses.
He never forgot he was a Hebrew. Even in the shadow of palaces, the memory clung to him like dust. Then one day, 40 years to the sun, he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew.
Brothers, why are you striking each other?
Who made you ruler and judge over us, Moses? Are you going to kill me like you killed the Egyptian?
Pharaoh's fury rose, and his order was clear. Moses must die. So Moses fled, running beyond the reach of Egypt into the wilderness of Midian. There, at a desert well, he found strangers in...
welcomed him with open arms. In time, Moses married Zipporah and took up the humble work of a shepherd. Days turned to months, and months to years. 4 decades of quiet exile.
But God had not forgotten. Near Mount Horeb, Moses saw a bush burning, yet not consumed.
Moses! Moses!
Here I am.
Do not come closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground.
Remove your sandals from your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Sharp breath in the voice.
I have seen my people's affliction. I have heard their cry. I know their suffering. I have come down to deliver them.
Come, I will send you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt.
Who am I to do this?
I will be with you. I am who I am. These are the signs of my power. Lord.
The Lord has chosen me to speak for you, brother. You will not be alone.
But my tongue is slow, Aaron. What if they will not listen?
Then I will speak the words he gives, and you will do the signs.
Enter us, elders of Israel. The Lord has sent us. Watch and see his power.
Thus says the Lord, let my people go,
that they may hold a feast to him in the wilderness.
Who is the Lord that I should obey him? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go. Let them make bricks without straw. They will find it themselves, yet the count must not lessen.
Sire, we will do as you command.
Then let the overseers watch. Their work grows harder, not lighter.
Yes, Pharaoh.
Out here to die. Why would you bring us into this wasteland? There's nothing.
Lord, why have you brought this trouble on your people? What am I to do with them? Please show me your way.
shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. With a strong hand he will let them go.
In defiance of the Pharaoh, the Lord sent 10 plagues upon Egypt. First, the water of the Nile turned to blood. Fish perished, and the river, once the lifeline of a nation,
In Egypt, the herds fell lifeless on the parched ground, yet across the border, Israel's cattle thrived in green pastures. Then boils broke out on every Egyptian, searing their skin and their pride alike. And from the brooding sky came
Pharaoh. Each time his heart hardened, he would promise freedom, then change his mind. At last came the final, most dreadful plague.
Each time Pharaoh's heart hardened, he would promise freedom, then change his mind. Finally came the last, most dreadful plague.
At midnight, the firstborn of every Egyptian would die. But God gave Israel a way of salvation, the Passover.
In homes marked by blood, the night passed over, sparing Israel from judgment. But in houses bare of the sign, grief swept in like a cold wind. Broken and beaten,
Rise up, go! Take your flocks and herds! Leave my people and go! Bless me also, he begged.
By fear and awe, the Egyptians pressed treasures into Israelite hands, silver, gold, even their finest garments. Laden with gifts, the people poured from the city.
God led them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. But Pharaoh's heart hardened again.
He regretted his decision. He gathered his chariots and pursued Israel. They were trapped, army behind, Red Sea ahead.
But Moses stood firm. Do not be...
Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, the man said, his voice steady above the roar of the sea. God told Moses to stretch his staff over the sea. He raised it high, and the waters obeyed, rolling back to...
All night, an east wind roared. It lashed the sea, driving the water back. At dawn, the waters stood up like walls, and through the heart of the sea lay dry ground. Israel...
With walls of water rising on either side, the people pressed forward along the dry path. Behind them, Pharaoh's army thundered into the sea, chariots and horsemen giving chase. And then Moses stretched out his hand.
The waters returned with great force. Chariots and soldiers were engulfed. Not one of Pharaoh's army survived.
Sing to the Lord, he has triumphed in might. He has lifted us up from the deep, from the night with tambourine and dancing. We praise his deliverance.
Thus God brought his people out of bondage with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm.
He led them toward the land of promise, through the wild waste, step by step, heart by heart. By day a pillar of cloud, by night a tower of fire. Through darkness and dust
The story of Moses and the Exodus remains a timeless testament to God's faithfulness.
The sun set upon a new journey, and the chains of the past lay broken in the dust behind them. Hand in hand, they walked toward promise, hearts lifted by hope and by freedom.